U.S. intelligence agency mind control.
President Trump, over the last 8 years, under both of your administrations, the national debt soared to record highs. And according to a new nonpartisan analysis, President Trump, your administration approved $8.4 trillion in new debt. Well, so far, President Biden, you've approved $4.3 trillion in new debt. So, former President Trump, many of the tax cuts that you signed into law.
That has to be to counter Trump, right? Has to be. Like bringing in hard facts that they've cited.
Mm-hmm. Are set to expire next year. You want to extend them and go even further, you say. With the U.S. facing trillion-dollar deficits and record debt, why should top earners and corporations pay even less in taxes than they do now?
Because the tax cuts spurred the greatest economy that we've ever seen just prior to COVID. And even after COVID, it was so strong that we were able to get through COVID much better than just about any other country.
Oh, my God.
But we spurred, that tax spurred. Now, when we cut the taxes, as an example, the corporate tax was cut down to 21% from 39%, plus beyond that. We took in more revenue with much less tax, and companies were bringing back trillions of dollars back into our country. The country was going like never before, and we were ready to start paying down debt. We were ready to start using the liquid gold.
Okay, but what about poverty?
The oil and gas.
Yeah.
The CEOs made more money under you, correct?
Right under our feet. We were going to have something that nobody else has had. We got hit with COVID. We did a lot to fix it. I gave him an unbelievable situation with all of the therapeutics and all of the things that we came up with. We gave him something great. Remember, more people died under his administration, even though we had largely fixed it. More people died under his administration than our administration, and we were right in the middle of it, something which a lot of people don't like to talk about. But he had far more people dying in his administration.
We get it.
Mandate, which is a disaster, mandating it. The vaccine went out. He did a mandate on the vaccine, which is the thing that people most objected to about the vaccine. And he did a very poor job, just a very poor job. And I will tell you, not only poor there, but throughout the entire world, we're no longer respected as a country. They don't respect our leadership. They don't respect the United States anymore. We're like a third world nation between weaponization of his election, trying to go after his political opponent, all of the things he's done. We've become like a third world nation, and it's a shame. The damage he's done to our country. And I'd love to ask him, and will, why he allowed millions of people to come in here from prisons, jails, and mental institutions to come into our country and destroy our country.
President Trump, we will get to immigration later in this block. President Biden, I want to give you an opportunity to respond to this question about the national debt.
He had the largest national debt of any president in a four-year period, number one. Number two, that $2 trillion tax cut benefited the very wealthy. What I'm going to do is fix the tax system. For example, we have 1,000 trillionaires.
Okay, before I do this, I just wanted to. I think this is how this works. Is federal funds rate is the rate of the Fed's interest rate, right? They raise it under inflation, something like that. Under Trump's, it was 0.75, 1.5, 2.5, 1.75% expansion. Under Biden, before 2022 and all that shit, it was 0.25, 0.25. Objectively better.
In America. I mean, billionaires in America. And what's happening? They're in a situation where they, in fact, pay 8.2% in taxes. If they just paid 24%, 25%.
We need a policy, bro.
They'd raise $500 billion, I should say, in a 10-year period. We'd be able to wipe out his debt. We'd be able to help make sure that all those things we need to do, child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if
okay, he's not doing well.
President Biden, President Trump.
You can tell when he forgets when he's talking about, because he'll always go,
he's destroying Medicare.
Yeah.
Because all of these people are coming in. They're putting them on Medicare. They're putting them on Social Security. They're going to destroy Social
No.
Security. This man is going to single-handedly
You
destroy
literally
Social
want
Security.
to cut
These
Social
millions
Security.
and millions of people.
He's going to destroy Social Security with immigrants, millions and millions. Like, Trump is like so easy to mock because he can only say like key phrases, you know?
Yes.
He's like the perfect president to be like an action doll with the catchphrases.
Yes. Yeah. He's a literal NPC president.
They're trying to put them on Social Security. He will wipe out Social Security. He will wipe
Meanwhile,
out
the other
Medicare.
guy's barely
Well, he
alive.
was right
Look at
in the
him.
way he finished that
He's
sentence.
declining
And
as
it's a
Good look,
shame.
isn't it?
What's happened to our country in the last 4 years is not to be believed. Foreign countries, I'm friends with a lot of people. They cannot believe what happened
like
to the
Viktor
United States of
Orban
America. We're no
and
longer
Modi
respected.
and
They don't
Erdogan.
like us. We give them everything they
Yeah,
want,
Biden
and
can't
they,
even say
they
key
think we're
phrases.
stupid. They think we're stupid people.
Combine
What
them.
we're doing for
Combine
other
them and you get
countries,
a super president.
Combine them and you
And they
get
do
Tales
nothing-
from the Crypt.
what this man has done is absolutely criminal.
Thank you, President
No,
Trump. Dana?
actually, what
This is
you've
the
done is
first
criminal. Hence
presidential
the
election
criminal
since the
charges.
Supreme Court.
Are you aware of a CIA psychological profile about you, sir? Would you be interested in hearing what the CIA had to say? This secret study portrays as a brilliant but dangerous megalomaniac who is likely to pursue his own aims in disregard of U.S. interests. He's an uncertain ally. Shall I go on, or would you prefer that I stop, sir?